Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shah. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopefully let Akim out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shah has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American. One of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, a Shalom. It's your brother Halaki from the GMS Denver camp coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shah with another video. And this lesson is going to be entitled According to Prophecy Part 2. Because last night I went into Part 1 where I showed that those people who proclaim to be the chosen people of the Lord, you see, those people who dwell in the land of Israel today, calling themselves Jews and Israelis, I showed according to prophecy that they don't fit anything pertaining to the Most High's people returning to their land. Because the part I went into last night was about what? Peace being on earth once the Israelites go back into the land. And according to those people, the chosen people went back in 1948. So that should have been the end of all war. But we have seen nothing but war in this earth ever since they've been in the land. So that lets us know what? That they are not the Israelites. They don't fit what the Most High said his people would be, what happened with his people on the earth. You see, and at the end of the day, it's all according to prophecy. So in this part 2, I'm going to show you another thing that lets us know that these are not the people of the Lord. Because once again, it's all about prophecy, man. We're not just saying this just to be saying this. We're saying these things and we're backing it up with what the Most High said will be happening with his chosen people, the Israelites, in the last days. And when we look over there into the land of Israel, we don't see these prophecies come to pass. And you know why? Because they are not the people, point blank, period. You can call us whatever you want to call us, man. But at the end of the day, they don't add up to the prophecies that the Most High said will be, or the things that the Most High has spoken that are supposed to come to pass pertaining to his people. Now we're going to start here in Isaiah chapter 2, verse 1, like we did last night. It says what? The Most High's universal reign, right? It says what? The word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of Yahweh's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. Meaning what? The government of the Most High's people. You see? The Most High's chosen people, their government will be the top government on the earth, and all nations will flow into it. And why is that? Verse 3 lets you know why. And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law. What law? The law, statutes, and commandments. You see? The law, statutes, and commandments will go forth of Zion, and says what? And the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah from Jerusalem. Now, when we look over there to the land of Israel, to those Israelis, are they fulfilling this prophecy? Are the nations flowing into the land of Israel to learn the righteous ways of the Most High? You see, to learn his law, according to what's written in this holy Bible? No, we don't see that happening. You know why? It's because they're not the people. Because once again, 1948 is when they established the state of Israel. So this prophecy should have been coming to pass since then. And we haven't seen it happen. Once again, it's because they are not the people of the Lord. They are imposters. You see? They're imposters, man. Because let's show you what's going on in the land of Israel today. And let's see if it adds up to what the Most High said. The Jerusalem Post is Tel Aviv, the gay capital of the world. And you see what's happening right here, man. This is in the land of Israel. And they're having a what? A rainbow flag parade, man. Now, what does the Bible say about this behavior? Because we just read that the nations were going to go up to Jerusalem to learn the ways of the Most High. Now, what did the Most High say about this act, man? Let's get it. What's that? The 2018, if I'm mistaken. Oh, yeah. Leviticus 20 and 13, it says what? If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with women, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Is that law being upheld here in the land of Israel today? No, it's not. But according to these people, the chosen people went back in 1948. So guess what? That law of Leviticus 20 and 13 should have been upheld since then. There should be no rainbow flag parades going on in the earth. It's because what? The heathen nations are going to come to the land of Israel to learn righteousness or the ways of the Most High according to prophecy. And according to the Most High's way, that behavior, what they're celebrating right here, is against his law. You see it? What they're doing in the land of Israel each and every year, having the biggest rainbow flag parade on the earth, that's against the laws of the Most High. You see? I want to see what it says in the GNT real quick. Leviticus 20 and 13 in the GNT, it says what? If a man has sexual relations with another man, they have done a disgusting thing, and both shall be put to death. They are responsible for their own death. You hear that? That's what the Most High thinks of that act. That's a part of the Most High's laws. Did we not just read, according to prophecy, when the chosen people go back into the land, what was going to happen? What was going to happen? Salakia. Isaiah 2. It says what? And many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of the God of Jacob. And he will teach us of his ways. We're reading about the ways of the Most High out of the Torah right now, out of the book of Leviticus. 20 and 13 tells you that behavior that they're uplifting and participating in is deserving of death according to the Most High's law. So we see that this prophecy right here has not come to pass. And it's not coming to pass. And it's not coming to pass because what? Those people who are in that land are not the people. They're perpetrating, you see, and acting like they are the people. But we see that according to prophecy, they don't add up. Because that behavior would not be going on in that land. Hell, once we come into power, if we catch you participating in that type of behavior, we're going to put you to death according to what the law says. You see? This will not be a thing once the real Israelites, you see, the true chosen people of the Most High, go back into the land. Look at this shit. Tel Aviv Pride is among the biggest annual Pride events in the world as of 2019. It is the biggest in Asia. You see? This would not be a thing if the Israelites went back into the land in 1948. This wouldn't even exist. A Pride Month wouldn't even exist. All that shit is going to be outlawed in the kingdom of heaven. Why? Because we are going to establish the righteous ways of the Most High according to the law. These are the things that let us know that they're not the people. They don't fulfill prophecy, man. And once again, that's what it's all about. Prophecy being fulfilled, the things that the Most High has spoken coming to pass. And we don't see it happening, you see, with these damn Israelis over there, man. It's because they are not the people. But what are they, man? What does it tell us? Zechariah 9 and 6 says what? And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. And that's exactly what's happening, man. You see, a bastard is dwelling in Ashdod. You see? Now let's get that word for bastard real quick. Let me see if I can find it and go into this in a minute. Because that word bastard, it takes us somewhere, man, when we look into these words. I think it's here. Spurious, a bastard, right? Now, when we look at that word spurious in the dictionary, what does spurious mean? Outwardly similar or corresponding to something without having its genuine qualities, of falsified or erroneously attributed origin, forged, of a deceitful nature or quality. That's what spurious means, man. They're false. They're forged. Everything they're doing over there is a lie. From them calling themselves the Most High's people. You see, from them calling themselves the Jews, it's all falsified, man, because they're not the Jews. You see, they're not the Most High's people, and prophecy lets us know that. Because as I went into part 1, if we were back, because we are the Israelites, us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are the Most High's chosen people. We are of the seed line and lineage of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's us. You see, if we were in the land, according to prophecy, there would be peace on earth. No nation would have weapons of mass destruction if we were back in the land. There would be no war on the earth. There would be peace on earth. And all the nations would be flowing to the land of Israel to get taught by the Most High's people. And what would they be? And what would they be taught? They would be taught the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Why? Because according to prophecy, what is supposed to happen? And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths, for out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah from Jerusalem. But with these people over there in the land, what do we see the nations flowing to the land to do? Wickedness. And that's not what the prophecies say will be happening with the Israelites. So what does that let us know? That they are not the Israelites. You see? You can't just call yourself the chosen people of the Lord or say you the Jews, and it doesn't add up to what the prophecies say. You see? And if you had any common sense, you would be like, well, according to prophecy, it said this was supposed to be happening when the Israelites go back into the land. The chosen people go back. These people proclaimed they went back in 1948, but we saw none of these things come to pass. Why is that? It's because they are not the people that prophecy pertains to. The people that prophecy of righteousness being spread forth in the earth and peace coming over all the earth, that prophecy pertains to the remnant of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans going back to their land once the Lord Yahweh Shah comes to save them, man. Because the Israelites would be in captivity until the Lord returned. Let's get another one. I don't know if it's clean or cleanse. I will clean you. Yup. There it is. Look at this. Now, if they were the chosen people, they're supposed to fulfill this prophecy as well. Now, let's see if those people who are proclaiming to be the true chosen people, you see, let's see if they fit this prophecy. Let's see if this is happening with them in that land. Ezekiel 36:24 says what? For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries and will bring you into your own land. This hasn't happened yet. The Most High didn't send his son back to gather us from all the lands that we've been scattered to. They don't fulfill that. Verse 25 says what? Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean. From all your filthiness and from all your idols will I cleanse you. We don't see that happening right now, because when you look into the land of Israel, they have a fucking a Catholic or a Christian church over there. They have a Islamic mosque, and they have a fucking a synagogue, man. You see? And they're over there practicing out of the Talmud. They don't uphold what's written in the scriptures. They practice out of the Talmud, a book that has nothing to do with the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So guess what? They're filthy. They don't fulfill that, because once again, 1948, this prophecy should have came to pass. There should be no idols in the land of Israel right now. But we see they're over there worshiping the damn Wailing Wall, man, which is an idol. That's not what the chosen people would be doing if they were back in the land, according to prophecy. Verse 26. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh. Why? What are we going to do? 27. And I will put my spirit within you, and cause you to walk in my statutes. And ye shall keep my judgments and do them. Did this come to pass in 1948? Did this come to pass at the establishment of the state of Israel in 1948? Yes or no? It didn't. So guess what? They are not the people. And we see what the fuck they're doing over there. This is if they were the people, this would not be happening, because according to prophecy, the true chosen people are going to walk in the Most High's ways and do them. And we just got the Most High's way out of Leviticus. The Most High is not for this type of behavior, man. Point blank, period. Feel how the fuck you want to feel about it. This is against the Most High, and this is not what the Most High prophesied will be happening when his people go back into that land. The Most High proclaimed out of his mouth that when the true people, his people, go back, they're going to walk in his statutes and keep his judgments and do them. That's not happening. Can you see it? You see? I wonder what this says in the GNT. Ezekiel 36 and what was it? Shit. Ezekiel 36 and 27. Ezekiel 36 and 27 in the GNT. I will put my spirit in you, and you will see. Oh, let me see. And you will slot. I will put my spirit in you, and will see to it that you follow my laws and keep all my commands I have given you. Are they following all the laws and the commands of the Most High over here in this land right now? No, they're not. Why aren't they, if they went back into the land in 1948? Because once again, according to prophecy, they're supposed to be completely righteous right now. But we see nothing but wickedness going on over there. Here it is on display right here. Right here in the Jerusalem Post. This is what they're doing over there, man. They are not the Israelites. These people in this land, you see, that's allowing all this madness to go on, that's uplifting and exalting and propagating this shit all throughout the world. You see, these people are the Edomites. You see, these people are the wicked the Bible speaks of, man. How do we know this? We know it by their fruit. Because according to prophecy, the Most High's people will not be doing this once we go back into the land. We're going to be completely righteous according to what the Most High prophesied, that he's going to bring us into that second covenant. That's what Ezekiel 36 is talking about, us being brought into that second covenant as the Most High promised unto our forefather Abraham, man. And these people don't fulfill that. You see? But what do they fulfill? Let's show you. Let's go back to Ezekiel 36 and go to the top of the chapter. There it is. Ezekiel 36 and 1, it says what? Let me see. Yep. Ezekiel 36 and 1. Also, thou son of man, prophesy unto the mountains of Israel and say, Ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of Yahweh. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because the enemy have said against you, Aha, even the ancient high places are ours in our possession. Therefore prophesy and say, Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, because they have made you desolate and swallowed you up on every side, that ye might be a possession unto the residue of the heathen, and ye are taken up into the lips of talkers, and are infamy of the people. Therefore, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Thus saith the Lord power Yahweh to the mountains, and to the hills, to the rivers, and to the valleys, to the desolate wastes, and to the cities that are forsaken, which became a prey and a derision to the residue of the heathen that are round about. And that's what we see happening to our land, man. Our land is being trodden down by the heathen, and they're doing nothing but wickedness over there, man. And Amalek is the chief of the heathen over there, polluting our land by uplifting and promoting this bullshit. You see? This should not be a thing if the true chosen people went back into the land in 1948. Once again, this shit would not even exist if the Israelites went back into the land in 1948. It says what? Therefore, thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. Now, who is Idumea? Who's appointed the Most High's land into their possession with all the joy of their heart? What does Idumea mean, man? Edom equals red. Edom, Edomite, Idumean, descendants of Esau. So that's who is possessing our land at the moment, man. The Edomites. And when did they come to possess it? In 1948. And this is why we don't see any of the prophecies pertaining to the Most High's people coming to pass. This is why we don't see peace on earth. This is why we don't see righteousness flourishing, man. It's because the Edomites are in possession of that land, man. Those people are the Edomites. They're not the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Those people who dwell in that land are Amalekites, the seed of Esau, man. The wicked the Bible speaks of. The people to the Most High's curse to judgment, man. The vessels of wrath fitted to destruction. And that's exactly what's going to happen to that land, man. The Most High is going to burn that land the fuck up because it needs to be cleansed of all the from all the disgusting acts that are going on over there, man. Can't even find the words. Now listen to this. Listen to this, man. Verse 6. Prophesy therefore concerning the land of Israel, and say unto the mountains, and to the hills, and to the rivers, and to the valleys, Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Behold, I have spoken in my jealousy and in my fury, because ye have borne the shame of the heathen. And how's our land doing that? There it is, man. There's your proof. In the Holy Land, committing unholy acts, committing profane acts, man. Just completely polluting our land, man. All types of idols are over there, man. They eating all manner of abominable meat. You see? You know if they practice in this madness, you know they're over there committing adultery. Idol worship, so forth and so on, man. That's how our land is bearing the shame of the heathen. It goes on to say what? Verse 7, therefore thus saith the Lord power, I have lifted up mine hand, surely the heathen that are about you, they shall bear their shame. And that's exactly what's about to happen, because once again, the Most High is about to burn that land up by way of fire, man, to completely purify it. You see? Of all the pollution that's going on in that land, for all the abominations that are taking place there. The Most High is going to burn that place up once these missiles are shut off. And those Israelis know it. That's why they're so terrified of Iran getting a missile. And that's another thing that shows you that they're not the people, because according to prophecy, it tells you that when the Israelites go back, they're going to be at peace and be at rest, and none shall terrorize them again, man. But all we see is these Israelis living in a complete state of terror. Another sign that shows you that they are not the people. They don't fit prophecy when it comes to what the Most High said his people what the Most High said would be happening with his people in the last days, or when they finally go back into their land. You see? Verse 8 says what? But ye, O mountains of Israel, ye shall shoot forth your branches and yield your fruit to my people of Israel. For they are at hand to come. Meaning what? His people are still in captivity, but we are at hand to come. And this is what you're witnessing, man. You're witnessing the remnant of the nation of Israel being raised up, being prepared to receive salvation when the Lord Yahweh Shai returns, so he can do what? Take us back into the land, so we can fulfill the prophecies that the Most High has spoken, you see, about us. Complete righteousness going forth in the earth. No more war. No more weapons, man. All that's going to be fulfilled once we come into power. You see that? And yield your fruit to my people of Israel, for they are at hand to come. For behold, I am for you, and will turn unto you, and ye shall be tilled and sown. You see that? And that's not happening with that land, man. That land is completely, that land is cursed right now, because we're not there. Nothing naturally grows in that land. They have to import everything there. Why? Because that land is cursed. But when we go back after it finishes burning, you see, to purify the ground, that land is going to go back better than the garden eastward in Eden, man. I mean, because that's what it is anyway. But the Most I say he gonna be better to that land than he was at the first, man. It might be in this chapter here. Let's keep going. It says what? Verse 10. I will multiply men upon you, all the house of Israel, even all of it. Meaning what? All 12 tribes are going to be taken back to that land, but it begins with the remnant. And then the 2/3 will be reborn into that land after they suffer their judgment here in the land of America. You see? It says what? And the city shall be inhabited, and the way shall be builded, and I will multiply upon you man and beast, and they shall increase and bring fruit. And I will settle you after your old estates, and will do better unto you than at your beginnings. So that garden eastward in Eden, that was the promised land. And he said he's gonna allow that land to be even. He's gonna rejuvenate that land better, beyond what it was when he first created it, man. We don't see that happening. It's a fucking dust bowl in the land of Israel right now, man. That wouldn't be a thing if the Most High's people were there. And how we know that? It's according to prophecy, man. All according to prophecy. Once again, that's what it's all about. Prophecy coming to pass. You see? It says what? And ye shall know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, because the only one that's ordained this to happen is the God of the Bible. And his men are down here on the earth through the Holy Spirit, letting you know who's about to do this, man. All on the airways of the internet, letting you know what's about to happen according to the Most High's will, and what didn't take place when those fucking imposters went over there in 1948. You can get mad all you damn want to. You can call us anti whatever. At the end of the day, we're telling the truth. You see, you don't add up to what the prophecies say will be happening with the Most High's people when they go back into the land. And that's just the truth of the matter. It ain't hate speech. It's the fucking truth. And through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we casting down all the fucking lies. We pulling back the covering cast over all people. And your ass can't hide no more. Because the Most High has put his men back in the earth with his spirit on them. You see, to expose your ass according to the words of prophecy. And you can't run from it. You only have one choice. You only have one option left. And that's the fucking roll. And when you do, it's going down according to prophecy. You see? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is walking you imposters down, man. He's walking you down. And there is nowhere that you can go. There is nothing that you can do. It's over. The Most High has put the spirit of truth back into the earth hard and heavy. And there is nothing that you can do against this, man. You damn devils have been exposed, and you're going to continue to be exposed until you cut the internet completely off. But by that time, it's going to be too fucking late. You see? Verse 12 says what? Yea, I will cause men to walk upon you, even my people Israel, and they shall possess thee, and thou shalt be their inheritance, and thou shalt no more henceforth bereave them of men. Meaning what? No Israelite is ever going to die again. We're not going to be exiled from that land again. You see? And that's something. I'm going to have to do a part two to this. A part 3, I mean. But yeah, that's what it is, man. These people don't add up to what the Most High says will be happening with his people according to prophecy, man. And that's just the truth. You can spin this. You can spin this shit. You can spin it and say it's a hate speech all you want to. All we're doing is reciting the words of the Bible, man. Telling you what it really is according to the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. According to prophecy. With that, I'm going to give all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, and a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful Ale'ikim out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abad, Babal.